Bienvenido, raza, a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente, the past, the present, and the future. In today's show, we're going to be talking about a Cinco de Mayo event that our very own Johnny Rodriguez was in attendance in Goliad, Texas. So we're going to get into that and see who he saw and what he thought about the whole event. We're also going to be discussing an accordion competition that took place here in Edinburg, Texas, a couple of weeks ago. Once again, Johnny, our very own Johnny Rodriguez, his nephew was one of the contestants. We're going to be sharing his performance and discussing our thoughts and opinions on that. Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Q, talk to me.
Fantastico, bro. Good week, man. Physical therapy sessions, like I said, twice a week. So that was a little painful today. Did a lot of muscle stretching, but yeah, man. Overall, it was a good week. Very busy at work again. Pero aquí estamos echándole ganas, man. Happy to be here.
Man, you sound kind of tired, bro. Did you work today or did you even get any
Hombre,
sleep?
yeah.
Let's ask that. Did you even get any sleep, brother?
I went to sleep like at 2 o'clock, and I got up at I don't know 7 o'clock.
I know because you were at 11 o'clock. You were still sending me TikToks. Are you going to be ready for the show, man? 'Cause I'm telling you, I know you hadn't slept yet. I was like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
no, it's Fridays and Tuesdays and Fridays are always rough, man, because I work all night Thursday, and then
I know.
I get up and I don't really want to go to sleep because it's tough to get up. And my therapy's at 8 at 9 in the morning, so no, pues está cabrón.
How about you, Johnny? Come on, talk to me. You're going to be the star of the show. So what's up, man? Tell me how was your week? We're not hearing him.
No te oigo, ponte los audífonos.
We can't hear him. We want to see if we can get him here in a bit. All right, we got some settings problems here. We don't hear you, Johnny. We don't hear you.
No se oye.
No se oye nada. No se oye. Reboot. Well, while we try to work out these technical issues on Johnny's end, we're going to go ahead and I'd like to extend our hearts go out. I want to say that our hearts go out to the people in Alice, what do you call it, in our prayers as well, because last night we had a tornado hitting there. I don't know if it was one or two, but all in the west side of Alice was between San Diego and Alice. Along 44 was pretty ripped up. I got the chance to go out there today and look at it, the south end as well. It was pretty rough, fellas, man. And that's because I passed around 1 o'clock or so. So most of a lot of people had already cut down a lot of trees and moved the stuff out of the way, but it was pretty rough. I'm gonna tell you, man.
I didn't even know that happened, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
First I hear of it.
Now the good thing is that I didn't hear that anybody had gotten there were any fatalities or anything like that, or any
No
serious
injuries.
injuries.
Yeah.
So that was good. Johnny, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can
Oh yeah,
hear you
ahora
now.
sí.
Ahora
Hey,
sí.
hey,
What's
but
up?
on the screen it kept saying that the host had muted me.
Well, now you weren't muted here. I had muted
Okay,
you, but then I brought you back up. I think it got stuck.
okay,
So
okay.
no, we're here.
Maybe
So
that's what it was.
Johnny, now you're back in there. So talk to me. What's up? What happened this week? Talk to me something about Victoria.
Um, work, work, brother, work, nothing but work. And I was in your neck of the woods Tuesday. Remember, I called you. They sent me up there to Orange Grove, and
That
I'm
is
just glad I
right.
wasn't there when all the bad weather hit over there, man.
Yeah. Well, yesterday, like I said, we were talking about that, discussing the tornado and all the I mean, all the damage that it did. And I mean, last night I was here in Benavides, and yeah, I was listening, I was watching TV, and que oigo, like, a la madre, güey, qué chingado está pasando. It sounded like this. That's what it sounded like, guys. But it hit it out, like, damn, man, I'm like, chingo.
You thought you
But
were the protagonist in a scary movie or something, or some
I,
horror film.
Oh, and I'm telling you, dude. And I'm talking about it's just un tornado around, but obviously you didn't. I didn't feel it, but I knew for the wind to be like that just for like about 10 seconds. That means there's a tornado somewhere close.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sure
Something
enough,
passing
man,
by,
in
passing through.
Alice, bro,
Yeah,
dude, I've been. It was hopping all over the place. That's what was going on.
yeah. I
So
see some houses, man. I seen a house that a tree derooted and it fell on top of it, and they were showing it earlier, man. I was like, wow, man, that was crazy.
what did it say? Dante had a tree fall on his fence, but thank God it missed the house. Oh, I know, mom. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that and all this. It's funny because I was looking, parecía cosas de, I mean, I don't want to say this, but chinga, la casita pobre estaba todo jodida, y la casa rica, like nothing, way. Like there was no storm. I'm serious, dude. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable. Pero cómo pasan las cosas, ¿me entiendes? Es la
yeah,
suerte. I mean, chinga, when you got that thing hopping around all over the place, you don't know, man. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
just, I mean, you're just sitting there in your house. Please jump over me. That's it.
yeah,
So like our hearts and prayers go out to all the people that were affected by that. And like I
yeah,
said, I mean, nobody really
yeah,
wants to find themselves in that situation. And you just hope that everything works out for them. Here we go.
yeah.
We got Conjunto Prestigio. Saludos, mi amigo. Saludos, mis
Saludos, conjunto
amigos.
prestigio.
Saludo.
Thank you for
How's it
tuning
going,
in,
guys?
gentlemen. We
Saludos.
appreciate that. Well, before
Thank
we
you.
get into the show, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about my interview well, not interview, but Juan Mendoza offered me the opportunity to co-host on his Three Amigos show on Wednesday. It was a pleasure. I got to meet Carlos Moreno. He's Chicano, from the Chicano era, man, and he was a cool cat. It was a pleasure to be able to get to know him and ask him some questions and to know a little bit more about him. So that was cool, and we also discussed having our show come out on Tejano TV. So hopefully next week, I believe we'll have all the details ironed out, and you'll be able to watch Puro Potente on Tejano TV at 8 p.m. So,
Oh yeah,
gentlemen, that's a good thing.
that's awesome. Worthy
Yeah.
applause. That's
And
really
right
good.
there, baby. You know it right on cue, Q. Right on cue, but
We're we're looking we're looking forward to that, man. Hopefully, that's get a little boost for the show, man, and give the opportunity for more people to view it and on more platforms and all that. So
that's right.
a ver, yeah,
No, like I said, that's
Yeah.
gonna be something that it's gonna be exciting for us, because I mean, what did we think when we started this, right? We don't know.
Wow,
We're just having fun.
I thought we were just BSing, man.
I,
We're just having fun, man. we're looking
I
to see if
thought
we can
it.
get Ali to come out on our show, but I haven't heard back from him. He's working. When he gets out of
Anda
work,
bien ocupado el compadre.
oh
Te digo que
yeah.
Uh-huh.
tenemos chingo de trabajo ahorita, so.
So
No,
we're
a mí se
hoping
me
that
hace
he
que
can
sí.
go ahead. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah.
go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
think he
Johnny.
will, man. I think he will with open arms, bro. I think he'll be ready for that, bro. I think
It's
he'll be
not
excited to do
necessarily
that, man.
it's if his schedule is going to permit, and it would be great to be
Yeah.
able to have him on the show, the very first show that we do that we are on Tejano TV. That would be
Yeah,
wonderful.
but with his schedule, he's off on Fridays, but he's on back-to-back Fridays, but every like 5 or 6 weeks. So I mean, and then he's not
Okay.
off. Yeah, so it's It's
It
just
just
kind of
depends.
rough.
I mean, we're gonna have him on here regardless, but like
Oh
I said,
yeah.
it would be nice if it would. But if it doesn't happen, we'll bring him on his first Friday that has off. Adam is watching you guys. Awesome job, like always. I know it was windy here with lots of rain. Arriba con Portente. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate that.
Saludos, Adam.
Saludos, saludos.
And what do we got here? It says you did a great job as a host. Well, thank you, Mom. I would hope that you would say that. You don't have to. You don't want to. You
No
know
one
what I
needs
mean?
to hide
If it ain't,
it.
don't say it. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's mom. Mom's always gonna say that. It's mom.
Oh shit. Well, gentlemen, like
No,
I said,
man.
I mean, it's going to be exciting to be able to work with Channel TV. I'm super excited. Look, I was so excited, gentlemen. I went and bought a new mic right, because I wanted to sound good, like Juan and D, man. When they're on, they got these awesome mics, and like, man, okay, so I want to look the part. You know what I mean? When people are gonna start watching us on Channel TV, we got to look good, gentlemen.
Yeah, I know it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have
All
to start.
right. Yeah,
I'm actually gonna start wearing pants now, I guess.
Oh my goodness, that was a little bit too much information, fellas. A little bit too much information.
Hey, just instead of just don't turn the camera down.
Don't
Just
pan
leave it right
down.
there
That's
where
all
it's
it
at.
is.
Don't
Right
pan
there.
down, brother.
Camera
Don't
positioning,
pan
man.
down.
Hell, I watched Stephen A. on First Take, man. He's got some funky looking pants, but you wouldn't even know when he's there. He's bien insultado el vato. No, hombre, he stands up with
Encorbatado, güey.
what do you call it? Just regular jeans. I said, oh, okay, whatever works for you, Stephen A. Hey, man, you just keep making that money, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and let's take a look at. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the accordion competition
There you
that
go.
took place a couple of weeks ago before we hit the Goliad thing. But let's see. These were all the contestants, and as you can see, there were quite a few of them. Johnny, how many were there? Do you remember?
26. I think 26 entries.
It was close to 30.
26. Yeah.
I mean,
26
Johnny and
because
I.
my nephew. Yeah, my
Go ahead.
nephew was number 23 or 24, I think. So
It
was
was
like
towards
26.
the end. I remember. I mean, I watched it all. I watched them from Alyssa's feed, so
Yeah.
I wanted to get a gauge of, the contestants and have my opinions of what I was seeing. You know what I mean? But DJ
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
great job. As usual, Q's working, so he probably didn't see it. So he's probably going to see just the DJ's performance. We actually got to see all of them.
I watched his
Yeah.
performance because I saw it on. I think I saw it on Melissa's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it, but that's the only performance I saw. I saw one other performance. It was a young lady. I don't know who she was. I think I
Yes.
saw it on her TikTok or something.
There was
It
a
just
couple
popped
of
up.
girls.
Yeah.
There was a couple
Yeah.
of girls. Hey, back in the days, que esperanzas que we were gonna have a girl in a competition 25 years ago playing the accordion. Wait, no, man, what I see there, 3 or 4 of them. Wait,
They had about 4 or 5, no? Como
yeah,
unos
three
cuatro,
or
about
4
or
that I
5.
remember. I
Yeah.
said I don't remember all the contestants. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of seeing who are the top
And-
dogs and what estilos they have.
I mean, they were all good, man. All of them. Pa que se le quitan, they were.
No,
All of them that competed, they were all good, man. They were great.
for sure.
Great, man.
Agustín García Jr., saludos, potente, saludos, Agustín.
¿Cómo estás, brother?
Muchísimas
Go-
gracias por
that's-
sintonizar.
That's Goliad, Texas, right there, buddy. Me and that guy
Goliad,
went to school
Texas,
together.
Well,
That's,
we're going to
uh,
be talking. I don't know if he was there,
yeah.
Johnny, but we're going to be talking about that here in a bit.
Yeah, maybe I know his brother was there, but yeah, me and Augie went to school together, man. Junior high, brother.
Awesome.
Saludos, Augie. Goliad, man. Saludos.
Saludos, brother. Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I mean, this was an interesting competition. Do you guys want to get a little bit into it right now, or do you want to wait till after the video before we
No.
get into?
Watch the video first, man.
Let's watch
Okay,
the
we'll
video.
watch the video. Let's see. Here we go.
That was a great performance. Oh, no comenzado.
Hey, dude, Melissa had the camera like this and turned it like that. So
Ya
I had to
sé,
fix
ya
it,
sé.
bro.
Hey,
Make it look like a transition.
¿y por qué está parado ahí, por ejemplo, allá para un lado?
I don't know, man. Clearly, the little canalito the little canalito DJ needs some help, man. La
Yeah.
confianza. And we got what's his name? Abraham hiding behind the truck.
Le dije, Abraham, you could have got. I said, you could have got close to DJ. Oh, no, he's the spotlight. I want to hit him. But, dude, you should have got next to him and jammed out, dude.
I know, man. Yo hubiera estado ahí enseguida de él. Like, what es esto, amigo? Para que la raza que sepa que es vato es acordeonista bueno, güey.
Yeah. I think he didn't want to show off. I think he didn't want to show off his toes, buddy. He had the Samuel one.
They're hiding behind the lights and the monitors there, right?
Shit. Yeah.
No, DJ did great. I think. I mean, he performed with us a couple of times about a year ago. So
Yeah.
he's come a long ways. Think about it, man. His
Yeah, man.
timing is so much better.
Yeah, he's come a long
Yeah.
ways, man. I was telling Lisa in the car when I was watching the video. I don't know, we were driving somewhere or something, and I was watching the video, and I told her the same thing. I was like, man, I remember this kid 2 years ago. We played over at Bird Dogs, and I said it's a different, completely different accordionist, man. It's come a long
Yeah.
ways.
Of
Yeah.
course,
He,
like
he
I said, the congratulations to him. He did a wonderful job. It was great. Like I said, one of those competitions are, you know how they are, Johnny. I mean,
yeah.
it's tough when you're not one of the locals, and the politics. You understand that, and we understand that. We've
Yeah.
been in
That
this
what
business a
that,
long time.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like they were, Abraham, they were telling me, it was mainly competition that were in the company. It was schools, because in the valley, they teach
Of
the
course,
they're teaching the kids how to play conjunto, accordion, bajo, everything,
Yeah,
and it was mainly a lot of schools, man. They said they had trajes on with the school name that they where they
representing. Yeah,
learned and everything,
yeah.
So I mean, it's them things like that, when you got stuff like that, man. You can't have an outsider go out there. Oh man, this guy came in, and you win some, you lose some, But my nephew was upset, but I feel like you can't have an outsider come in, and when you got all these schools around the valley teaching these kids, and they're these are the main people in the competition, and
of course.
for an outsider to come in and take over like that, I don't think it was sit good with the city.
But gentlemen, y'all understand the politics. Q, we've been in this for a long time, man. You understand the politics, and even
It's
though it stings, but what do you do?
Yeah,
it's I mean, what it comes down to is it's really a local competition, man.
Yep.
It's not something where you're gonna get somebody from like Seattle, Washington, come down here and an accordionist and win the competition. No, nadie lo conoce, no tiene familia acá. There's no
yeah,
connection to the community. You know what I mean?
That's
And
correct.
so
yeah,
when there's a connection to the community, pues ya te conocen, ¿verdad? Ya te conocen. Oh, sí, ese ya tiene 3 años tocando. Yo lo conozco, conozco su papá. Fuimos a la escuela juntos. There's a connection to the community, and that goes a long ways. It's and it's not. I'm not saying it's not good or bad. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yep.
saying it's
yeah,
good. I'm not saying it's bad. Pero así es la onda. That's just how it is.
yeah,
It's who you
yeah,
know, and it's a lot of networking. And well, like you grew up with their kids, and pues, I mean, te van a conocer, and there's gonna be that bias, right? It's
yeah,
aunque quiera un juez o no, whether you want to or not, you have that bias porque lo conoces. So if all things were even, all things were equal, te la vas a dar al que conoces, ya lo conozco por 3 años, ¿verdad?
You know what? I'm glad I'm going to go off what you just said there, because that's the discussion that Johnny and I had shortly after that competition. I watched it. Melissa, she went live on the entire thing, and I think I caught the second one, from the second one all the way to the end, because I wanted to see the different accordion players,
yeah,
level of skill in each of the contestants, because when you're gonna throw a competition like that, you know this. I mean, there's styles coming to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I saw about I want to say about 4 or 5 that played Paulino Bernal polkas. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you're a accordion player, so you obviously know the difference between playing a Totonico, La Piedrera versus playing Idalia or one of Elegancia or something like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? There's a difference in skill that's required. So, like
yeah.
I told Johnny, what are we judging there? Are we
Right.
judging skill level? Are we judging impact? Because I mean, because you can't. How can I say it? I don't think you can equally judge both. You know what I mean? Throw them all in there and say, well, this one's better than the other one, because you got to judge on a certain criteria. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I mean, because I heard the top 4 or 5, dude. There, of course, you know this, Q. If you sample from Paulino Bernal, you don't have to play just like him. You're gonna be better than if you sample from, you know, an old school conjunto guy. Well, I mean, I don't know. You name the guys who did the old school polkas,
Yeah.
but because that skill level it ain't the same. But then again, like I told Johnny, anda pa un baile y toca una polka de de
Paulino.
Paulino Bernal and toca one of the old school Tonico de Pedera, or those polkas are gonna kill, man. Van a meter toda la gente, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to know your audience, right?
Of
And
course.
that doesn't just come into play cuando estás en la tocada, sino que en el concurso también. You gotta know that they're looking for something that's gonna wow them. And so
Yeah.
what's gonna wow them is a polka by Paulino, or something a little more intricate, something a little more complicated. Not necessarily something que nomás pega al corazón, ¿verdad? Like the old school polkas, man, the classic polkas that are known throughout the industry. So when you think about these competitions, man, it's how. So when you have like celebrity judges, and que we got this person, que he's the city councilman, and que the judge, and pero que sabe del acordeón, ¿verdad? So is it really a competition about accordionists, like about lo que sabe un acordeonista? It's not really. It's more of like it's more just to have fun. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at those competitions. Is it's just there. It's politics, and they're there to have fun and have a good time, and maybe make some money there at the event where you're selling with the vendors and stuff like that. It's not really a competition about the accordionist. So, and the people who do the contestants who do go in there taking it seriously and see it as a competition are the ones who get their feelings hurt the most.
Of
And like
course.
me and you, and when we went to that was a big deal for us.
Of
We were
course.
there to win.
That's
We're
right.
there to compete. But it's really not about the competition. It's about the event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Es más eso que nada. So
And and
don't
uh,
get
and another
discouraged.
thing.
Go ahead,
Dale,
Johnny.
échale
Go ahead,
ganas.
Q. I'm
Échale
sorry.
ganas, Jan.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Dale,
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 dale.
pues.
Go
No, no,
finish,
no,
Johnny.
dale.
Go for it,
No.
Johnny.
And another thing, Esteban, that I didn't like, because my nephew showed me the rules. He said the rules say that you can only play one song and you got this many minutes to play. You cannot mix another song. Man, so my nephew was like, man, I wanted to do a potpourri. I wanted to do a mix, but it says on here I can only play one song. If I go to another one, you're disqualified. Well, I mean, I think what, Anthony, 50, 60% of the kids, they were mixing their songs. They had like
Well,
two,
let
three
me go
songs
ahead.
back to back,
That's funny because let's take this in. Let's go dive into this a little bit further. I know that, and I thought because what did we say? I said, man, these people they're doing time changes. One guy went up there and played. What was it? Hear the train to come, dude. I mean, ¿quién va a cantar in an accordion competition? Polkas is what you're gonna hear. You know what I mean? I heard some wapangos, but the instrumentals because it's an accordion. It's all about the accordion. But
Yeah.
in my opinion, what I thought, I said if I was gonna play a song, I'm gonna play a song. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna play potpourri. But why? Because pick the songs you're gonna play, double down on that, and I mean get it really really good. You know what I mean? Another thing that I was talking with Johnny about was if like I said, I saw so much variety, and if I was trying to judge, I couldn't judge. How could I say fairly? Because someone like DJ, I mean, I could already tell you if he's going into that competition and you're gonna have four or five guys playing Paulino Bernal type polkas, there's no way. Yeah, I mean, he may as well not even pick up the accordion. You know what I mean? Let's be realistic. You know that, Q. You know that. If you're judging on skill, and when I'm watching a competition, I'm judging on skill. So I told Johnny, said if it would have been my competition, what I would have done was I would have taken five or six songs, progressive, like considering Paulino Bernal in falling into that stuff. You know what I mean? More integral accordion playing, and then five or six songs did fall in the traditional type accordion playing, and you have to choose from one of those five or six and which division are you going to perform in. You know what I mean? Because you know, Q, which division would you want to be in if I gave you that one? I already know which one you're going to go in. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you have that mentality. So I wouldn't have to fear that someone like you was going to be coming over here into the category where you don't belong. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
already know that because you're going to want to show off your skills. So now you're going to be performing or you're going to be competing against guys at your skill level. not over here. And if you happen to be one of the guys that falls in this category and you happen to sign up in that category, now you got what's coming to you. You know what I mean? You can't
That's
blame
true.
anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
that's
now
true.
now I can judge them fairly and I can have two first place or whatever, you know what I mean? Or four
Yeah.
from Johnny, how many there were? I don't remember how many there were. They went on. How many
It
were?
was
Eight.
eight,
That's
I
I think that's
think,
what you
eight
told
of
me.
them.
Yes, so I
Yeah,
could
eight.
take four from the
Yeah, yeah,
classic accordion playing, and four from the more
yeah,
progressive, and that's a more even competition. And from the 20 some odd contestants, there were about half of them that would have fallen in the progressive, and then half of them would have fallen there, and it would have been
yeah,
perfect. Now, when I'm listening to them, okay, I'm listening to these guys, and I'm judging them on their skill, their smoothness. These guys, I'm judging them on their impact, and their heart, because that type of the old school, that old school polka, it's about it's Johnny. You play this, you play all with a lot of conjuntos. It's about a
yeah,
certain feel. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And over
Yeah.
here, I'm not saying that Paulino Bernal is not a feel thing. It is. It's just on another
yeah,
level. You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To me, yeah. Go
Dale,
ahead.
Johnny.
Go ahead.
No, dale, Johnny.
Like the Paulino Bernal style. To me, it's like, you know how it is, man. We're musicians,
Yep.
man. You're gonna be out in the audience, man. Oh man, you want to hear that music? Oh man, that was badass, man. Listen to
You
that.
don't
You
want to
know
dance it.
that
That's
kind of
right.
that type of music right there. So, like, if you're a musical out in the audience, man, you want to hear that. But to be en un baile para bailar that, I don't think
No.
it would mix good, man. You
You
know,
put
at a
DJ in
dance.
in a dance where people donde la gente, like, say for instance the Texas Jam. You put him up there and you
Yeah,
put a Paulino Bernal type of polka, and then he gets up there and plays, he's gonna dominate porque la raza ahí quieren
yeah.
escuchar ese tipo de música, ¿me
That's a
entiendes?
style.
Esos polkas.
Hmm.
Q, anything to
So,
say, Ed?
well, I just think that you just have to take these competitions for what they are. Take them at face value. There no need to look into it any deeper than it is, man. It's like I said, it's a local thing, man. It really is. It's if you don't have ties to the community, you're probably not gonna fare too well unless you go in and really wow them, man. You're probably not gonna fare too well, and you may make it to the second or third, or you're gonna get eliminated eventually. And the hometown kid's gonna win, man. It's just the way it goes. The most of the time, right? Not every time, but
Yeah.
the majority of the times. But there's other ways to do these competitions, but it involves a more detailed and more organized event. And I mean, I can think of 1,000 different ways to run an event like this, but like I said, it is what it is, and that's just no te ofendas, and don't get your feelings hurt, and don't get discouraged because you didn't fare well in something like this. Understand
Yeah.
what you're walking into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero no te
Yeah.
agüites, tú nomás échale ganas, bro. No,
It's an
Yeah.
experience thing, and Q, we've been through it. You've been through it. You understand. That's why Johnny, he's giving DJ that reassurance that, you know what, don't put all your marbles into this one event, or all oh, this is gonna make me or break me. No, this is just
yeah,
use it as an experience. You gained experience. Now you know
Yeah.
what's really out there. Because until you get out there, bro, you know
Yeah.
this. I mean, you think you're the king of the world
Yeah.
where you're at, man. All the guys my age, I'm awesome. And then you go out there in the real world with the real musicians,
Yeah.
and you realize exactly where you stand. And like I was telling Johnny, you get to decide: do I want to play on that level, or do I want to play like this? And this is a feel thing, and I'm gonna double down on that, or do I want to play like that? And now, what do I got to do? What do I have to practice to get on that level? And every musician has to make that decision on their own. You know what I'm
no,
saying? You
yeah,
can't. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like Johnny. Johnny chooses to play what he plays, which is conjunto, and he's great at it because it's a sound. You hear him. I was hearing him with David Trevino. I said, man, look at the tempos there, man. It just fits. You hear him with Leo, the tempo fits because that's the style he plays. Versus, well, I want to try to be like Aaron Holler or James Z. Well, those guys, I mean, that's a different
diferente
thing. It's a
onda.
different onda. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Johnny didn't decide I want to go and play like that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing
And
wrong
there,
with it because Johnny's great at what he does.
And those guys are good at what they do at their
Of
craft, man.
course, yes.
They're badass at their craft. That's why they're where they're at, and that's why
Yep.
that's who they are, man. Because they're good at their craft, man. And saludos, Aaron and Joey, man. Great guys, man. I
When
mean,
you go back into their past, there was a time when they decided, I want to be, this is what I want to do. I want to be one of
yeah,
the best ones out there, and they're going to dedicate themselves to it, in which they have. And if you, I mean, we talked about it, Johnny. Aaron Holler, I mean, James, he can do some pretty good conjunto. I've heard him, but Aaron
yeah,
Holler, he doesn't fit in that, because that's
yeah,
not what he does, and it's okay.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
If we put Aaron Holler in with David Trevino, what do we think Chris is gonna say? What do you think Chris is gonna say? You see what I'm saying? And dude,
Yeah.
Aaron Holler is one of the top drummers. I mean, if not the top, one of the top ones. So you know what I'm saying?
It's
It has
just
nothing
like
to do with skill.
you go put me in with Tejano.
Of course,
I ain't
it
gonna
ain't
fit in,
gonna
bro.
work. It
It
ain't.
ain't gonna work, bro.
There'll be
It
a
ain't
beat
gonna
there,
work.
but it ain't gonna
Yeah,
sound that
it
good.
ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be that boom, boom. It's gonna be boom, boom, boom
Yes,
with the
exactly.
bass drum. You know.
Of
I mean,
course.
it's not gonna be there. You know. But I mean, but to each their own, man. Like I said, man. Aaron Holler, Joey Jans, man. One of the. I mean, they're good at their craft, bro. You can't. I mean, you can't say nothing bad about them. Them guys are good, man. And and I saw firsthand. I was backstage. Well, in Goliad, but man, I was impressed, bro. What I
Let's see
saw.
some of the
You
comments.
know.
Gavino, thank you for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so
Gabino,
much.
saludos.
I don't know if Ines, are
Yes,
you
Saludos.
sir.
still there? What's
Inez,
up,
what's up,
Ahí
my
carnal?
está.
carnal? ¿Qué onda, Inez?
He
What's up,
he got in
bro?
here a little late, but man, he got it. Thank you for tuning in. We always love the comments, ladies and gentlemen. So you can chime in on the subject that we're discussing, and we'll listen to your opinions and put them on, and just see what everybody thinks about the subjects we're talking about. Let's
Yeah.
see. I didn't. Right here we got Tammy
Hola,
Sepulveda.
Sammy Sepúlveda.
Hola, mi
Saludos.
amiga.
Saludos, Sammy.
What do we got? Oh, I
Yeah,
look at he just
Richard.
Richard,
popped in. What's up? What's up, my brother? How are you doing?
what's up,
How
Richard
you
bro?
doing,
Perez.
Richard?
That's good, man. Thank you for tuning in, brother. We appreciate it. I know who you performing with this weekend. I saw it, but I can't
He's.
remember.
I saw something too, and I don't remember what
He's
I saw.
performing with somebody this weekend. Yeah. So tell us, Richard. Tell us who you're performing with, so we can share it
I
here.
saw him. I
Right.
saw him in Goliad Saturday night, man. I got to
He
talk to
told
him
me.
for a little bit, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I saw.
he said that he saw
Yeah,
you guys. He saw you.
I saw him in Goliad, man. He was matter of fact, man. He said, "Hey, that's my drum set." That Joey was jamming on it, man. He said he was renting
Hey,
out his drum set.
what is he gonna do? Richard's gonna go take that and he's gonna go put it in his house and put it away, man. This is JMZ played these drums. I ain't playing them again. I'm gonna go get me some other ones.
Yeah,
And nobody's gonna sit
yeah,
on these no more.
yeah.
No, man, it's good.
Hey, but Richard, but I got to play on JMZ's drums in
Yes,
Kingsville. So
dude. Well, we're gonna get to
Oh
that in a minute. We're gonna get to that in a
yeah.
minute. So,
yeah,
no, but
yeah.
like I said, any last thoughts on this accordion competition Saturday? Well, hold on. Let's get this before we get in it. Here we
Okay.
go. We got Saturday with Sensacion, then Sunday with Johnny Gonzalez.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Oh,
I hope we have great shows.
he'll
What's
be
up?
here in Victoria Sunday, and then
Oh,
Johnny Gonzalez is playing here in Victoria. Yeah.
see, hey, you got your ear to the ground, brother. Always there. Johnny
Johnny
knows
siempre, bro.
everything,
Johnny
bro.
sabe todo. Oh yeah, that's kind of. Oh
That's
yeah,
What?
why I
that's
call him.
What?
He calls me or I call him every day. What's up, Johnny? What's new? What did Ruben have to say? And we know who Ruben we're talking about, because Ruben and Johnny are tight.
My
Oh, he
boy,
said right
man.
here. Yeah, oh yeah, y'all go back a long ways, brother.
old school.
Oh
Old
yeah,
school, no shit.
yeah,
Gentlemen,
yeah.
do y'all have any last thoughts on this accordion competition before we move on to the next segment?
I just think that don't take them for more than what they are, man. That's the bottom line. Is that they're local competitions, and they're made to just they're made to promote the instrument and promote the music, man. And so uh take it for that. Use it as an opportunity to share the instrument, the accordion, promote the accordion, interest in the accordion, and support the kids that go out there, man. Regardless of whether they win or lose, and I'm not one of those guys that like it's a participation trophy for everybody. Anthony knows we've had conversations about this. That's not the way I look at the world. That's not how I see the world. But it is an opportunity to promote the instrument and promote the music. So the various genres within the industry. You know what I mean? So
Of course.
so yeah, just take that opportunity and run with it, and and learn from the experience. Gather some experience and learn a little bit more about how the world works, man, and use
Hey,
that as a
Junior,
tool moving forward,
what do
man.
I say, Junior? This is a where do you fall in the totem pole type of world, my friend.
Oh
And
yeah,
you're going to be much happier if you're aligned, your expectations are aligned with where you're at on totem pole.
yeah.
Everybody wants to be at the top. Unfortunately, it
It
doesn't
doesn't
work that
work that
way.
way, man. It
No,
doesn't.
So, hey,
no.
accept where you're at, be happy, and have
Yeah,
a good time. And if you want to move up, then you need to put in the work.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
or a competition like this
yeah.
will show you where you actually are
Right. You
amongst
that's
some of the upper echelon, what do you call it, of
yeah, and,
recordings.
and that's what I mean by use it as a tool. Use it as a learning tool. You're gonna see where you feel like, where I can really improve in this area. Let me learn a little bit more about this skill or this style,
Yep,
and that allows you to expand your horizon. So use it as a tool. Don't use it as something negative. You make a positive out of it by using it
of
as a
course.
tool to determine where you're lacking, and like, what, I could really use more practice in this, and then use it and move forward, man. Yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
No,
let's take another one right here.
I
Go ahead,
saw
Johnny. Go ahead.
Melissa,
yo
saludos.
nomás,
I saw you come up there just
Right
a
here,
while
let's
ago.
do
yeah,
it.
yo
Saludos,
nomás.
Melissa.
I just want to congratulate all the winners that participated, and especially my nephew, man. He did a hell of a job, and I talked to him. I told him, hey, man, there's, I told you, Anthony, what I told him. I said, look,
Yep.
mijo. I said, look at it like this, man. I said there was people that
They
signed up,
wish they could have been there.
they sent videos, and they wish they could be there in
That's
your
right.
shoes right now. I
Yep.
said, and so you know what, you got the opportunity to do this. It didn't go your way. Don't worry about it. These things happen. Don't. But he was kind of sad. But I told him, hey, you know what, man? Don't talk like that. Forget about it. Hey, move on to the next one, man, and just keep doing what you're doing, mijo. Because hey, I'm proud of you. Everybody's proud of you. You did a good job, and
I think we all
yeah,
are. Like I said, I mean,
yeah,
because we would Q just referenced a while ago. We heard him a year and a
yeah,
half to go with us,
yeah,
and where he was there to where he is now, it's not even the same guy. You know what I mean?
No.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
totally different level. And as he matures, this will be an experience that will make him mature even more.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
decide what he wants to do and where he wants to go with his career. And like I said, we're here to support him. We've
yeah,
all been in that position, and to watch him and be there and what do you call it, support him along his journey. We're gonna take
yeah.
one more before we move on to the next segment. Here we go. How do you record y'all's video on here and go live at the same time? Well, my friend, this is ¿cómo se llama? Junior, ah, who's it?
Anyway,
Juan Manuel's grandson. I think this is Juan Manuel's grandson. Here, how do y'all record y'all's video on here and go live at the same time? Well, it's on Restream. On
the site that we're using.
Yeah, we go
Yeah.
Restream, and then you just send a link to the guys, and they come on. So basically, we're all doing speaking right now. As right now, we're actually sitting in front of Q's his phone. I'm on my computer. Johnny, well, I don't know what the hell he's in front of, but he's in front of something because we're seeing him. So
My Android, vato, my phone, vato. Shit.
hey, you're not gonna get away from that. Okay, that's good.
And then
But anyway, that's how you do it.
Anthony has control over, he can drop in video clips, and he's kind of,
Like right there, I can just mute him. I
yeah,
can just
just see
mute
how
him.
so he's controlling everything. He's the producer over there.
I'm a
So
producer and
I
co-host. All right, what we got here? Let's see before we move on. Melissa, what do you have to say? Thanks, guys. Such kind words. No, that's
yeah,
what we're here for.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we're here
Yeah.
for. He's one of us. I mean, he's always, you guys have always supported Potente. Now it's our turn to show the love and support him on his journey. So that's anything. Like I said, I mean, Johnny's right there. I mean, Johnny, he tells him all the things he needs to hear along his journey. And sometimes, like you said, Johnny, it's not what he wants to hear; it's what he needs to
yeah,
hear. And
Yeah.
yeah.
you need to be able to tell him that.
That yeah, and that's what Abraham told me. Hey man, take it. No, hey man,
Nope,
it's I'm not telling him to be mean, man. I'm telling
nope,
him to prepare him because we've been through it. We've all been through this, man.
that's
And
right.
well, I'm just telling him what to expect to prepare him down the road. Hey, Sasuke, man, you're doing this wrong. You got to do this. Try to do this. And he may, he doesn't tell me he doesn't like it, but I see his faith in Abraham telling
Of
me, hey
course.
man, don't be so hard on me. No, dude, I'm
Mm-mm.
not being hard on him. You know,
because
Man,
I'm just
there's
trying to
no
teach him.
listen.
wait,
There's nothing. There's nobody who loves you more than the person who tells you what you don't want to hear, man.
exactly.
Yeah,
Because that you need to
yeah,
hear that you don't want to hear, man. I'm not doing you any
yeah,
justice if I sit here and sugarcoat everything for you, man. Oh,
yes,
it's okay, it's okay. I'm not doing you any justice.
no,
You're not getting any better, man.
mm,
I'm not making you any better. And you
That's
don't have
right.
to be mean
yeah,
about it. You don't have to be ugly about it.
yeah,
But you do
yeah,
have to let them know, hey, man, yo no te estoy diciendo que así es la onda, ¿verdad?
And you try to
And
help
yeah,
them and tell them
yeah,
what they need to hear and said, okay, this is what you can do so that you can get to where you
yeah,
want to go. Because you know, there's constructive criticism and then there's hate. And you guys
yeah.
been
yeah,
around long enough to know the difference between the two.
Oh yeah,
You know when
yeah,
a guy's like he's just shitting on you because te
yeah.
odia, and you can feel it. And then
yeah,
you can also
yeah,
feel when somebody's a little bit, well, he's telling me this stuff, but he's not telling it to me with, you know, going with, how can I say, vulgar or
With-
malicious intent. He's telling it
Maliciously,
to
yeah.
you, yes, he's giving it to you constructive criticism, and he's telling you how to fix it. And when you run into people like that, man, you know what? You should shake their hand and tell them thank you, because not everybody's going to sit there and tell you
Yeah.
what you need to hear, but everybody's here. Ay, la música es lo más bonito. Sí, síguele tan bien cabrones para tocar. No, but God, no, man. If we had a dime for every time we heard that shit, you know what I mean? Here's the real thing. We can't sing real good, man. It's okay. But we
yeah,
sing real good today. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Oh, here we got one right here, guys. DJ's talented is going to go far. Well, that's what we're hoping for. He's young, and we're gonna help him along his journey, and hopefully that all his dreams come true.
Hey,
Uh, Go ahead, Johnny.
Anthony, that's
Yep.
Joseph Garcia. Joseph Garcia.
Yeah.
I,
He's a bass player for La Naturaleza, and
oh,
Okay.
he's
okay.
the one. He's the one that's teaching DJ how to play a lot of stuff on accordion, brother. That's a
Awesome.
Oh,
bad.
okay. All right.
That's a
Yeah.
Awesome.
bad accordion for conjunto. That's a bad vocalist, bass player, bad accordion player right there. Saludos, Joseph. Thank you, brother, for
Saludos,
everything you
bro.
do, man. Helping my nephew out, man. Gracias, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Let's see. We got another one here. Flying and Joseph Garcia. Thank you, Joseph Garcia, de parte de Melissa.
There you go.
Yes, like I said, it's all love for the little canalito. That's why we
Hell yeah,
need
man.
Abraham to get closer, man. Give him some little canalismo. You know what I mean? Damn, he don't feel you way over there. Come on, Abraham, get closer
We,
to him because he can feel the
hey,
energy, bro.
I'm pretty sure we could have cropped the toes out on the sandals or something, man.
We'll figure something out, man.
Let's see what mom has to say here. That's why I was always straight up with Potente back in the days. Yeah, even the man had to calm you down a little bit. Remember, Jenner? No, déjalas. Eso compone el rato. Well, somebody gotta tell him, Esteban.
Yeah. Hey,
Ay, 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 bro. Let's get some
What
laugh
did
on
I
that
say?
one.
Hey, nobody loves you more, man. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
no shit. Goddamn. Here we go. I was thinking, thanks for the shout out, Johnny. Y'all guys are awesome. Keep up that great work. Potente,
Thank you, bro.
thank
Muchas
you, brother.
gracias,
We
man.
thank you,
appreciate
Augie.
that,
Thank you,
man.
Augie. Appreciate it, buddy.
He did a great job. Very good. All right. Yes. Okay, gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment, and we're gonna see you on. Oh, before that, he did a great job. Yes, he did, Abraham. He did a
You got
great job.
enhanced.
Sure
You
did,
did
man.
too, my
Enhanced.
friend. The bajo
Yeah.
looked killer, bro. Now I gotta play that. I gotta play the bajo, but we'll get into that on the other side. All right, guys. Here we go.
Arrepiéntete, que sin ti la vida no va a ser igual. Arrepiéntete.
All right. Well, it was looped, but it's okay. We're here on the other side, guys. We're gonna move on to the next segment. Yeah. Well, hopefully, when I get
Nothing
to
to see
OBS,
here.
nothing to see there. No, but too when we
Yeah, I
move on
was
to
like,
OBS, guys, this is not gonna happen. That's what I don't like about this restream. We'll still be streaming from restream, but I'm gonna be trying to get my the show run through OBS, but that's gonna take a little time. Johnny, you've been helping me out. I appreciate it. I wish Q could, but I know he's always working or sleeping, so I don't want to bother him, man. He needs to be top
Yeah.
notch with the way things are at his work. Well, we're gonna get into the next segment. The next segment, we had the Cinco de Mayo festival. Johnny, well, you want to talk about that? Tell the people what you saw and what you felt and who was there. And
Oh, yeah. I was coming back from Corpus. I went to a conjunto first annual conjunto competition up there in by Corpus, and on the way back, told my wife, I said, "Hey, you wanna vamos pa Cinco de Mayo in Goliad, man? Let's go check it out." So we right there, Refugio, we cut, that 183, went over to Goliad. But when I got there, Excelencia was on stage, David De Anda, and I got to catch about the last 30 minutes of David De Anda, and then Jaime. uh, JDA comes up next, and I talked to Stevie Ray when I got there. I talked to Stevie Ray. He was on this side of the
Oh, hold
fence,
on,
and
hold on, hold on, hold on,
we
hold on. We got someone there. Hold on, Johnny. Let's see. Let's look at Stevie. Oh man,
ahí
andabas
está
Ah,
tomando
Stevie
Stevie
Ray.
fotos
Ray.
con todas las estrellas.
Yeah, hey, that's a guy, man. That guy's down to earth, man. That guy's
Man, that dude,
great
he
guy,
is.
Good dude,
He,
man.
great
dude.
guy, man.
And this,
And
Good dude.
guys. I mean, I would put him to perform here or put him on here, but man, my computer, he's so hot, man. My computer might fry, bro. I'm telling you. No, this cat is
uh,
on another level when it comes to playing the bajo. I mean, I'm pretty good, but I'm telling you, when I see him play and the skill
yeah,
that he has, a skill set, and then on to top it all off, man, one of, like Johnny says, one of the most humble guys. I mean, when
yeah,
you're that talented and still he knows what he
yeah,
is, bro. You don't have to be
yeah,
told. I mean,
yeah,
it's like I know what I am. You know what I mean? But this guy
yeah,
is so humble, down to earth. I don't know. I've never heard a bad thing about him from any of the musicians.
yeah.
He's just, I mean,
No,
he welcomes, he performs with anybody, just down to earth, as cool cat as you can get. I'm glad
yeah.
he moved down from he was from Arizona, right? He moved down. I don't know,
Yes,
some years back.
Arizona.
Hey, we needed more musicals like that. I mean, that level with that the humility, man, dude, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Hey, what? Who else did
yeah.
we run into out there, Johnny? Who else?
Oh, ran into Joey Jams. Joey
Oh, let's
Jams.
hold on. Let's
And
what's that? Hey,
I
you
mean,
were
what's up?
taking fucking pictures with all the
Hombre,
stars.
hombre, we were just there, brother. We talked for about 10 minutes, man. We sat there and we talked about some old stuff, and he we were just talking about some other things going on, and we just there, and then we got a pic together. He told him, he said, hey buddy, man, they got busy, they were gonna get paid. He told us, so we said our goodbyes, but hey, saludos to them, man. Them guys, man, they did a good job, man. I was impressed, buddy. I mean, I went to
They
the side
always
of the
do.
stage and I was watching, and I mean, just the way Stevie D orchestrates, man, on stage,
Oh
and
yeah.
then him and Joey just, man, and I mean, down to Johnny, the bass player, and just the way the back line for JDA. Wow, dude. I mean, I was impressed, man. I was impressed.
They do a great job. I want to send a shout out to Jay
Sí,
Sarate.
karate.
Saludos.
Karate,
Yeah.
saludos.
He's
Saludos, Jay.
we might have him I might have him come in the studio here and record some of his originals. So I might be seeing him next week. But thank you, my brother, for tuning in. Holler at me on Tuesday or Wednesday and see if we can set something up for Friday or Saturday, okay? And we'll make that happen for you. What else? Is there anything else that you want to say before we take a glance at the video, Johnny?
Just I just want to say, man, that hey, to para JDA, man, to Mr. Jaime, man, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I mean, you impressed me. I didn't the last time we played, man. I had to leave Kingsville and I didn't get to catch the show. But Monday, I mean, when I went to Cinco de Mayo that Saturday, brother, I was so hooked. I went and stood on the side of the stage, and I was just, man, I was blown away, bro. And then with playing the old hits, oh my God, bro, brought back so
Of
many
course.
memories, man.
Well,
Memories.
Joey allows him to do that because I mean Joey, I mean he can do all the licks just like
Yeah.
I mean really it does when if you heard him play the Charamambo, like wow,
Yeah. Oh,
dude,
dude.
on the same level as Manuel, you know what I mean? And he's just killing it. And was of course, and you have the monster Bahu player in Stevie. So I mean, dude, I mean, yeah, you get a nostalgic feeling. I want to send a shout
Yeah.
out to Julian Gonzalez if you're tuned in.
Yeah.
Julian Gonzalez, saludos,
Comment a
bro.
while ago, but
Hey,
Yeah, I was
hey,
talking a
buddy,
while
that's
ago.
the
I was trying to
sal-
whenever
saludos.
somebody's talking, man.
I
If
know.
you send it, I'm trying to send them a shout out, man. If you say saludos or what's up, guys, and I do this,
Yeah.
that's me telling you, hey,
I'll
what's
tell
up,
you, "Hey,
man.
what's up?" But
I
we don't want
see
to
you,
Hey,
but
interrupt the
somebody
other
else is
guy.
talking, man. I don't want to get interrupted.
I hear
So
you.
Anthony, that Julian Gonzalez, man, he's a accordion player for La Fiebre, brother. He's from Houston.
Okay,
oh, right
Great,
on, man.
great,
that's
great
good,
guy,
man.
Julian. Saludos, Julian.
Awesome, man.
Salud.
Thank you for tuning in, brother. We appreciate it.
I got to jam with him, man, and I think about maybe a year and a half ago, man. I was jamming with Leo, man. Well, he used to play with Leo back in the days, and
Okay.
he came on stage, man. That guy's, man. You ought to hear him conjunto, bro. He's
Ooh,
awesome,
that's
awesome.
great.
So saludos,
Badass,
Julian.
man.
Saludos, bro. Yeah,
Well, let's
pero
go
like I
ahead and
was telling,
go ahead,
like I
Johnny.
was talking to Joey and Stevie Ray, man. I said, dude, the transitions, bro, of the
Oh yeah.
songs. I told him, man, dude, them transitions, how they jump from they transit to another song, man. It was, man. I was
Nope.
mind blown, bro. I hadn't seen him,
Mhm.
and
Well,
that that
they're
that
they're
night,
very very good.
yeah. Yep. They're
They're one
good,
of the
man.
few bands that I watch because I watch videos, on Facebook or whatever, and I'll just glance at them a little bit, you know, 5 10 seconds. It's normal because you watch the analytics and who views and how long they view and all that. You see that
Yeah.
you don't get them to tune in too much. There's JDA is one that I will tune in for half or more than half of the things because what you're saying, Johnny, you know that they're gonna have some nice transitions. The band is really good, and that's why I just get caught myself. Next thing I know, I'm 30 or 45 seconds in, where usually I'm 5 10 seconds, 12 seconds,
Hmm.
and I'm on to the next, the next post. You know what I mean? But on theirs,
Hmm.
I'll usually stick around. It's because of what you're saying there. But let's take a look, Johnny. Go ahead and we're gonna watch the video, and you tell me what happened, what was so
That
special about this event. Okay?
lots of
So I
bands
know.
evolved from what we did. What were
Oh,
we
this is when
thinking?
he called David the underdog, brother.
I'm glad we did.
They jam, bro.
I'm glad we did because
They jam.
Conjunto back then, it was just, oh, my grandma, I remember my grandpa, and this and that. Not today. Today, all ages are listening and also playing Conjunto today.
Yes,
All right?
that's good. The young generation, like I say, because back in our days, we were like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
But
We were playing back then with Tony La Rosa, Rubén Vela, Rubén Naranjo, los Dos Gilbertos, Miguel Saldívar. I mean,
yes,
we were the only youngest
Tigres del
conjunto.
Norte,
Yeah, everybody.
everybody.
We had the opportunity to play with everybody. And now, especially tonight in Goliad, celebrando Cinco de Mayo. Mi primo David Gianda, su servidor.
Hey, and my primo Jaime de anda right here.
Thank you, sir. Digo, ¿dónde están?
¿Dónde está?
¿Dónde están aquellos ojos? ¿Dónde están? Que los quiero tanto, que los miro desde cuando. Estarán llorando más porque no me pueden ver.
Saludos, Juan Mendoza, Tejado TV.
Juan, saludos, bro. ¿Cómo estás?
Saludos, Juan. Saludos.
¿Cómo estaba la gente, Johnny?
Oh man, when they came up, bro, and they started playing, they started playing Los Ojos de Pancha. Hombre, vato, se fue la gente todo enfrente. They went up to the stage, man, and wow, they started taking pictures and everything, man. It was good, man. Man, it sounded like the old,
There it is,
the
right
old,
there.
yeah.
Hey,
It
I
was
want to
jamming,
thank
man.
JMZ for this video because I took it off of his Facebook. Hope he doesn't get mad. I hope he doesn't get mad. I just ripped it off because I was telling Johnny I couldn't find any footage. I don't remember who. I knew somebody had gone live. Then I remember I said JMC went live, and that's when I went and got it.
Mhm.
That's good, man. Like they were talking about the story, man. How it is. Think about it. Johnny, do you remember the story? Manuel talked about how he got in with chamacos.
No, I don't. I think
Do
he
you
told
remember?
y'all the story.
Yeah, when he told him when he asked him if told him that he was a better drummer or whatever.
Yes, you remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, you never heard that one? That's how
No,
Manuel
no.
got in with the
Never.
chamacos. When the chamacos,
Oh yeah.
I think it was David. It was still David. Yeah.
It was
And I
still
don't remember,
David, yeah.
and I don't remember who was playing the drums at
I
the
don't
time.
know.
And they would come and play at the Benito Juarez a lot, right?
And Carnes, yeah.
In Carson City. So Manuel would go watch him right before he said he had just graduated at the time. And he says, man, I would go watch him, man. They were killer, dude. And I knew I could take that guy. I went and told Jaime, I said, you know what? I wanted to play in that band. He said, so I went over there and told him, hey, you know what? If you ever need a drummer, I'm better than that guy. Just call me. He says the next week they call me and I took off. And that's the best thing that they could have ever done, bro. Because Manuel is
Yeah.
one hell of a damn drummer, man. His sound, it's not that he's such a phenomenal drummer, it's just his sound is so
very,
unique. There's
very
no
unique
other guy
sound.
like him.
Yeah,
And he gave that band when he got in there, man. He gave that
yeah,
band such a unique sound. It was
yeah.
unbelievable. And of course, well, the rest of it was history, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very
Thought
unique
I'd
sound,
share
bro.
that story. I'm with you. I figured you'd remember it.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know, Johnny. You hadn't heard the story. I hadn't told it to you yet.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
now you know.
I had never, as much as long as I've hung around with y'all and known y'all, I've
No,
never heard that
never told
story.
you the story, yeah. But CQ remembers. I bet you Ali remembers too.
esa nos la contó cuando fuimos a su casa ya.
A
Yeah,
platicar con él, sí.
yeah.
Is the Poth, right? Is the Poth? I mean,
Pawnee.
the Pawnee.
Oh,
Is
yes,
it
he's from
Pawnee?
Pawnee.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
it got a little cold, right? In Goliad? Got a little cold, Johnny? It got a little cold that night. That's why you had to
Yeah.
take off.
Yeah. That's
But you got to
yeah. I
say
got
hi to Sonny
yeah. I
himself,
took
right?
off because my daughter. Yeah, yeah. I got to talk to Sonny. Him,
Ah,
man, I was coming back from the car because my daughter wanted a cover, a blanket, so we went to the car. Y venía para atrás y ahí estaba Sonny, and we got to, man, I got to saludar and talk to him. And my daughter was eating she had some chicken nuggets at McDonald's, and and I told Sonny, le saludé Sonny, and then I told him, hey man, my nephew was in the competition, they go, oh yeah, what was his name? And I told him, oh yeah, David Barcinas. He told, y luego he tells my daughter, oh, so you eating chicken nuggets? And he tells and my daughter said, yes sir. And he says, well, my daughter likes chicken nuggets. Can I have them? My daughter said, hell no, you
no,
can't
you
have my
can't.
nuggets.
I don't care who you are. Because he says, man, it's good. You didn't
Yeah,
stick around because I know Kylie got cold. And you got, I mean, come on, your children get cold.
yeah,
Watch out. We got here. Junior, you want
yeah.
to take this one, Q?
Saludos de Monterrey, Nuevo León, puro potente. Eso mero, compadre. Saludos, ¿cómo estás, man?
Eso, muy
Saludos.
pronto, con el favor de Dios, como les he contado en el último episodio, que estamos en contacto con Juan P. Moreno y parece que este junio, julio vamos a estar ahí, no más que nos cuenten los detalles, los vamos a compartir en todas las redes para que sepan y hagan sus planes para estar con nosotros en esa fecha, ¿no? ¿Qué más dice aquí? Hasta la piel se pone chinita con su música. ¡Ay,
Gracias,
eso,
bro.
eso! Eso es lo chulo. Me gusta oír eso pues nos dan muchas ganas de compartir nuestra música con gente que se siente así, ¿no? Pues claro.
Con los que aprecian la música.
Claro, especialmente, pues
Yeah.
eso es un sentimiento muy bonito, sentir eso. Well, I didn't get too much of the Sunny's. This is all I could find. I don't even know who the hell I got it from, but I took it off. So the Sunny ain't even playing the accordion, bro, but check it out. Sunny was rocking, boy. Watchalo.
And I wanted to stay, man, but unfortunately, man, like you said, my daughter got cold, dude, and she wants, Dad, I want to go, so we took off, man. I said, and he was barely coming up, dude. We were leaving, man. He was fixing to come up.
I don't know whose video I took it from, but I was like, that's all I could find. I couldn't find anybody else. Nobody else went live, or nobody else from my, from my friends that went live. It was there. Yeah, man, they were putting on a show. Oh well, man, it looked like a great event. That's what it looked like, Johnny. Uh, I'm glad that you were able to attend it and give us some insight on that.
Yeah.
We're about hitting that 1 hour mark. That drummer's 14 years old. Watch this. Check this out. I know. Check that out,
Oh
Richard.
man,
Ain't that something, man? 14 years
yeah,
old.
that guy, man, that guy's a beast on drums. He's only
He sure
14,
is.
bro. He's only 14, and man, that guy's a
Chicago.
beast on the drums.
Debajo debajo de la cámara, güey. Debajo de la
That's why I'm
cámara.
holding the camera. I knew she was gonna rub against it.
No, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. This has been a great show. I'd like to tell all the viewers next week, con el favor de Dios, we're gonna be broadcasting on Tejano TV. That's what we're trying to work out with Juan. I need to get him some of our you know, the logos and stuff. He's gonna put something together so that he can start promoting it on his end. It's a pleasure. It's gonna be a pleasure to be working with him. I know he's been a friend of mine for years now, and I always give him praise for what he's doing and has been doing and what he continues to do. He does it unconditionally. Just there's no he doesn't get anything other than the satisfaction of helping the Onda go forward and helping all the musicians. So thank you, Juan, and we really appreciate the opportunity, and we hope that we
Oh
don't let you
yeah,
down, and
gracias, bro.
that our show will, what do you call it, roll well with your programming, because like I said, it's an honor to be able to do that, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think we figured that we'd be doing something like this,
Not at
but
all.
Yeah. I,
We were just talking
I
about
never.
this.
Yeah.
Dale, dale,
You,
Johnny.
I talked to you anoche le hablé a Anthony, and I told her, hey, so what is this actually? What do we? And he started telling me out there, and he goes, man, who'd have thought, bro? We just started this just to chit chat with people on
Yeah,
Friday nights, man, and
exactly.
just and to get this opportunity, man. I'm excited, bro. I mean, thank you, Juan. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
thank you, Juan. I appreciate it. Like I
I
said,
call
it's gonna
Dr.
be good.
Peace
I know
high
Abraham,
dollar.
like these high dollar. Why do you think you had to
Oh,
have natural remedies, Wayne? That's why he
sí,
had to
güey.
have natural
Es
remedies
que
to keep him
no
afloat.
hago bastante feria, güey,
Hey,
para
we
poder
don't
comprar
have all
eso,
of those, all
para
that
invertir
sponsor
en
money
eso.
like Rock, man. That's why he got all that sponsor money to take him in there. You know what I mean? Hell,
No, but
hell.
Yeah.
we were talking right before we came on today. I was talking to Anthony before Johnny came on. I was telling him the same thing. I was like, no, hombre, but when we started this, it was just, I mean, it hasn't been what, maybe 2 months, 2.5 months.
2 months. 2 months, I
Este,
think, bro. 2 months.
pero it was the intention is just to kind of relax and just number one, help promote the band a little bit. Let everybody know what's going on with Potente, but also to just kind of BS and shoot it for a little bit, man. Pero pues we
Well, no,
didn't think it was
remember
gonna go in this
Oscar
direction,
told
man.
me that he wanted me to, because Johnny Utah, when we're working with Oscar, and he's telling me, I need you to get on social media. I need you to grab the bajo and just sit there and play and sing a song and talk to the people. I said, man, that ain't my thing, bro. You know what I mean? So I said, this is my version of what would or take that place. And I thought it was real
Yeah,
cool. I said it's unique because it's us three. We get to, I mean, we feel very comfortable because well we've known each other for years and we've got plenty of history to speak about, and then whatever's happening currently, what's going to be happening in the future. So that's what I was telling Juan. I said this what he says right here, great addition to Town TV. I hope that we don't let you down, brother, and I hope
ojalá,
that you
brother. Yeah,
enjoy it and all the
Yeah.
viewers enjoy it. Like I say, we're gonna give our 100%. Juan, you can see
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
brand new mic. See, Juan, this is a Juan brand new mic. I just got it yesterday. Put it in. Say, man, I gotta sound good like
And
Juan,
now
man.
and now he's looking for a sponsorship from Shore. He says.
Damn right, sure. Personas, anybody who show me some love over here. What are you talking about? No, like I said, man,
He's gonna
it's
link
been
below. Dijo, he's gonna link below.
in the YouTube video. No,
Ándale.
no. Like I said, guys, it's gonna be a pleasure. Like I said, I don't know where this will end up, but I always have fun. I always look forward to the show. I try to put it together. We're trying to get Ali. I'm waiting to hear from him. It'd be a great first show at the Handle TV to get Ali on here because, of course, he rolls with us. You know how that is. The chemistry is phenomenal because
Yeah.
pues nos conocemos desde pues, ya chingos de años, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah,
So I'm hoping that that'll
Yeah.
come through. If not, here in the next, but whenever his time, whenever his schedule permits, he'll be on here. So that's not a
yeah,
problem. If
yeah.
not,
Yeah.
if not Ali, maybe I'll hit up Lawrence. You know what I mean? Just have a guest on. It'd be
Yeah.
great. Our first
Yeah.
show there on
Uh,
Channel TV.
Hey, but speaking of Lawrence, man, I know he was down again, brother. I know he was in the emergency room this week, so I want to wish
Oh
him
man.
again, brother. Get well soon, man. Hope
Yeah.
everything what he's going through, man. I hope he comes out of it good and and gets good results, bro. Because I know he was down. I seen today he posted that he barely got up, started walking around today, doing stuff, man. So Lawrence, if you're listening, brother, or watching, man, hey, get well soon,
Yep.
brother. We're praying
Get
for you,
well,
man.
brother.
Hope you
Cuídate, my
know,
friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Yes,
course, we
sir.
know this. Check your messenger. Hold on. He says, check
Oye,
my messenger. What's up, Q?
Oye, was I wanted to share that on last Sunday, man, we went out to the Festival de Cascarones over on the San Antonio A&M campus, man. It marks the end of Fiesta pretty much. I went out there last year with my daughter. Alex and I went out there, and we spent a few hours out there last year. It was hot last year, man. Super hot. No, we had a good time. They just have some like little booths there, some artisan booths and stuff promoting the campus and education. And then they always have live bands. I don't remember who I saw last year, man. I know Signal headlined last year, but I left before they started because I had to come to work. This year it was I had the opportunity to watch. Who did I watch? I watched Tejano Highway 281,
281.
and then I watched La Calma and Solido. I didn't watch Solido's performance. Like I said, I had to work again this year, so I
Mira,
watched
Junior.
maybe
No
first
te
the
quiero
first two songs.
interrumpir, Q. No te quiero interrumpir, pero mira, bro. Mira.
Man,
Read the bottom
beautiful.
down there.
Hey, Ali.
Yeah, coming to there you go. I see it.
Saludos, Ali.
Saludos para el compa.
Pasó,
Chinga.
Vito. ¿Qué andas
Hey,
haciendo?
he made it in, vato. He made it in. Eso, saluditos, amigo. Hey, quiero mandarle saludos a un gran fanático que siempre me envía mensajes, Julián Raimundo. Saludos, mi amigo. Él
Saludos.
no
Julián
sabía que era,
Bermúdez.
guacha, muchachos, él no sabía, él oye el intro del show y no sabe la canción y dice, ¿cuál es la canción esa? Le envío el enlace pronto, güey. A Spotify. Vámonos, amigo. Así se llama la canción. Hey, anda, busca. I mean, ya lo encontraste. Descárgalo o ponlo por tus playlists, lo que sea. Bueno, saludos, Julián. Muchísimas gracias
Saludos,
por todo el
Julián.
apoyo. Y ojalá que muy pronto los podemos ver en persona. En un show en México, ¿ok? Vamos a ver. Well, guys, check this out. Did you see that up there on the top?
I
I
did. I
saw
was
Did
that.
looking
you
at
see
that.
that,
I
Juan?
like
Hey,
it.
Juan, what did he? Wait, hold on. Check it. He says, "Hey, Anthony, check your messenger." I checked it and watched. Oh my goodness, here it is, bro. Let's check it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can put this. Watch
There
out.
you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, look at
Wow,
I
that,
dude.
like it,
gentlemen.
man.
Beautiful. I
I
like it.
I
love
like
it.
I
it.
like it.
Thank you, brother.
Wow. That's
Man,
cool, man.
that's impressive. Watch out, Johnny's looking at. Are we stars? Are we
It's
stars
gonna
yet?
be
Watch out, Johnny.
exciting. It's gonna be exciting, bro. It's gonna be
It
exciting,
is.
man.
Like I said, for us, the show is a show. You know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do. I'm just, it's happy. I'm just feel overwhelmed to be able to put our show on a Tejano TV platform. You know what I mean? It's an honor for us to be able to do that. I want to thank Juan. Like I said, I mean, we didn't know what this was going to end up like or what we were going to do. For us, it was just something to talk with the fans. You know what I mean? Una manera de convivir con el público, con los espectadores y pues ahí vamos paso a paso y ojalá que puede crecer en algo mucho más, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah. No, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Certainly had no intention of moving this direction, but opportunities present themselves, and you just have to seize the opportunity and go with it and see where it leads you, man. And ojalá this will be a great addition for Tano TV and also something good for us, another platform that we can use to kind of reach out to more people and be in contact and network with more people. So yeah, man, great opportunity for both parties, man. It's a pleasure to be there, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yes. Johnny, any last words? Johnny, you there?
He's reading.
What's he reading? I think
I
he
don't know.
froze.
No, he
I think
froze.
he froze. Hey,
Can
se
you
le
hear me?
acabó el internet, güey.
Hey,
Hey,
can
se
you
le
hear me?
acabó la
Hey.
tarjeta. Se le acabó la
No.
tarjeta, vato.
Hey,
Hey, anda para 7-Eleven y compra
hey,
otra, güey.
hey. I was trying to swipe it. I was trying to swipe my credit card over here, dude.
No swiping, swiper. No swiping. He's in shock. What's up, Juan? He's in shock still. Juan, Wednesday night, as soon as we got off, who do you think the first person I called, bro? Yeah, Johnny.
That's funny.
And there he goes. He's gone.
There you
He's
go, just
gone.
like that, man.
He's gone. I don't know, man. Wait, hey, Juan, I'm hoping we can get his internet.
Le vamos a comprar, mira, the first thing we're gonna le vamos a comprar un teléfono nuevo a Johnny.
No,
y
dude,
luego,
no ese teléfono
y
porque
luego,
en
no.
Kingsville estaba
But
bien,
look at,
güey.
but the quality of his video,
yo
bro.
sé,
Look,
yo
it's
sé.
like,
Dude,
está como
I've
nubloso, ¿no?
already
Like, okay,
been
le
trying
vamos a
to
comprar un
get it again.
teléfono
I know.
y luego le vamos a pagar el bill de internet para que sea más rápido el internet, güey. Esas son las dos cosas que vamos a hacer.
Yo le digo, I know que, what do you call it? What's his name? AJ. is playing the game. So you know how the gamers, it takes a lot. I said, pues, ahorita estás haciendo lo mismo. Annabelle's watching Netflix y todo eso, pero, I mean, seguimos aquí, güey. You know what I mean? I don't have any issues.
It's a Victoria thing. It's got to
It's a
be.
Victoria thing. I
There he is. ¿Qué
Are you there?
pasó?
Are you stuck? Is it a still?
Those lights, the rings, they look like circles around it.
There
Look
he
at it
goes
right now.
again.
The rings on his eyes.
Well, guys, it's about that hour and 10 minute mark. So, Q, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody before we head on out of here?
I just want to say hello to Lace. I love you, baby. Eliseo, I know it's been I'm not gonna see him for a while, and I just want to say hi. Hope he's doing okay over there in Mississippi, man. He went out to tech school last week, I believe he took off. So he's been out there for about a week. Last Friday, I think he left. So he's been out there for about a week. I'll say hi to Alex, my baby girl. She's passed all her classes, so that's good. She showed me some painting, some face little masks that she painted, man. She's very artistic. She does a lot of dabbles a lot in the arts, man. And I just love them a lot, man. I just want to say hi, and hopefully I get to see them all soon.
Okay, bueno, I want to remind everybody that our latest single, Arrepientete, is out on all digital platforms. So if you haven't heard it, go check it out. Download it. Add it to your favorite playlist. The video, if you haven't had a chance, I know we didn't get a chance. I don't want to. The people who have seen it, I don't want to just keep forcing it down your throat. So next week we'll take a look at it. But
Yeah,
if you haven't looked at, if you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and add a link on the YouTube broadcast of this, where you can check it out, or you can go to Meches Music and you can find it on that channel, or just Google Potente Arrepiente 25 on YouTube, and it'll be the first one that it pops up. And pues thank you everybody for who tuned in, who stuck around to the end of the show. There was some good things that we talked about. It was one of those shows. It was more about the current events than it was about Potente. But like I told Juan, our show, it can flow in all kinds of different ways. You know, and one show it's about Potente's past, the next show it's about Potente's present or Potente's future or what we're working on, and then sometimes it's just about current events and we just have a good time, and that's what's the most important. So one more time, thank you for everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next week, Friday at 8 p.m., where we talk about everything Potente, the past, the present, and the future. Till next time, guys.